Oh, yes, we are back in the building. Ladies, can I get a one? If you hear me looking at, thank you, Caramel Mocha. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Miss Raven Beauty, how are you? Thank you, Lisa T. Boom, we in this bitch. I missed you, ladies. I truly, truly did. I hope everybody is all finished with the Shirley Strawberries, Brick Lady, all that good shit. I hope y'all finished with all of these crazy ass relationships with Iman and what motherfuckers got to say off in celebrity world, because you ain't gonna meet them motherfuckers. Pull up, right? I truly did miss you, ladies. I got some shit to say tonight. It might not be popular, but when is it ever popular amongst the group that actually watch me? Hey, ABCDEFG, how are you? I see the DZ and the hearts flying. I couldn't miss that message whatsoever. What's happening, girl? I'm showing you some love. Ladies, check it out. Okay, so let me go ahead and get the disclaimer out of the way, right? Positive energy is amazing. It is. Being positive, being forgiveful, not forgetful, forgiveful is nice in certain situations. It is. Positive energy and being stress free is amazing. Okay. There's certain situations where that does not apply. Okay. I'm looking out in the streets, right? And I've been looking out in the streets for a few years. And every now and then, when somebody wants to undermine some shit, they'll tell you somebody's being negative, somebody's being extra, somebody, they're always talking about the death of black women. It's exhausting. It drains your energy like they some sort of laptop or some shit, right? All you got to do is avoid situations that you don't want to deal with because you're not up for it at the time. That's really all it is. But when you got people out here, right, they start talking like there's some sort of magical weirdo space goddess, right? I'm protecting my chakra. I'm protecting. I really don't have time for that type of stuff. Let me fuck myself with this sage stick because positive vibes only. Well, some of these women, check it out now. They say this goofy shit because they don't want to hear how awful their actual situation is, where they are, their reality, and they choose to be in delusion world, right? They choose to be in delusion world. So they see all these niggas out here acting a fucking fool, killing black women, tearing up the community, doing smash and grabs, are wording children and others in that community, being lazy, not building. And because those men come from these bitches twat, you're being negative. I don't want to talk about that all the time. Sometimes we have to make sure that we're protecting our energy. Okay, sis, let's protect our goddamned energy. Check this out. Get away from black people. Well, wait. Everywhere I go, no matter the circle, whether it be white, black, or indifferent, I hear black folks are toxic. Black people are oppressed. Black people have a story to tell that everybody's fucking with them. Now, if that's not draining your energy, then I'm going to call bullshit on what you're saying. I think what you're actually saying is DZ and others. I don't want you to talk about that anymore. You talk about that all the time. So what you do is you tell motherfuckers that it's energy draining. Positive vibes only. And while you're live, somebody smack your motherfucking ass in the back of the head. Your Dusty done snorted a line or some shit and he feeling away. And while you're doing positive vibes only, he knock your motherfucking head into your laptop and your headset fall the fuck off, whore. Listen, I need you to come out of that delusion. Okay? I need you to stop that shit. Positive vibes only is not going to change reality. It's not. If you're in prison some goddamn where and you're getting ready to do 7 years, I don't give a shit how positive you are. Bitch, you in prison. You're in prison. I don't give a damn what the hell you talking about. I don't give a fuck how many crystals you have. I don't give a shit about you putting your index fingers together and pretending like you manifesting some shit. I'm going to tell y'all something. Some of this shit is childish as hell. Some of this shit looks like a real live grift. And it is. And I see some of the women that talk about this shit, right? Positive vibes, manifest this, protect your energy and all that good shit. Well, you can't do that until you get the fuck away from what's actually toxic. I don't think y'all are doing your meditating in a fucking septic tank, are you? Are you grabbing your shit, taking your ass to a septic tank to where all those germs and nasty turds are, sitting down with your legs crossed, putting your fucking fingers together and manifesting what? No, you got to get away from that fucking septic tank first. That's the start. So if you want to protect your energy, the first thing you got to do is get away from Blackistan as a black woman. Pull up. Right? So let me say this. Positive energy has its place. Forgiveness has its place. Positive vibes has its place. Right? But you can't use that all the time. No amount of being positive is going to change the black community. No amount of green and purple crystals is going to change the black community. It's just not. And when you sell that shit to these women, they choose to stay and be on some positive vibe bullshit, wearing weird ass earrings, weird ass necklaces, throwing boric acid up they pussy, talking about they being positive. Then you find their ass laid up in a ditch some fucking where. Okay, so let's get into it. With that being said, I want y'all to take a look at your screen. All right, take a look at your screen. These two women, that's Gladys and that's Martha. Gladys is on the left, black woman. Martha's on the right, white woman. These two women know each other very well. their lives intertwined. And why are they up here? I'm going to tell you why. Gladys on the left, she's a positive person. She has two sons, right? And she wants her sons to be amazing. She thinks that if she thinks positive, her sons will be amazing. They'll get older, grow up, and do some shit that they should be doing, building, providing, protecting. She thinks if she raises them different, even though they're black, dusty sons of bitches, that somehow that's going to change their trajectory. I'm sorry, ma'am, but whatever. We'll get back to her. The lady on the right? Gladys works for that family, or she did. Okay. That woman on the right, she's so into positive vibes that she literally became a Buddhist. She was hell bent on getting all negative energy up out of her life. She literally said this with her mouth. She's into forgiving, too much so, as you'll find out in a couple seconds. And it didn't work out well for these women. Spoiler alert. Okay, so let's go. Starting from the beginning, this is a picture of soldiers in the Civil War. Okay, these are Martha's, the white lady, ancestors. Okay, her fucking granddaddy was named Robert Snowden. He's a zaddy. After the war, he went on ahead, went back to his hometown of Memphis, Tennessee, bought up some land, bought some houses, created a legacy for the family, which Miss Martha is part of. Okay, well, Gladys on the left, that's an example of one of the houses he had. He ended up having like 30 houses. Gladys worked as a housekeeper at these houses. Now, don't forget, Gladys got two black sons, okay? And she literally worked for Miss Martha's mother. There's Miss Martha's mother on the left. Her name's Sally, and that's Sally's nephew on the right. His name is Joseph. He also happens to be an English teacher. This is going to be amazing because I want you to tell me about being positive when we done, how that's going to change anything. Okay, well, Sally and Mr. Joseph on the right, they're dead. They didn't die of old age. They got murdered, shot, and the house set on fire. One of those beautiful houses that I showed you, most of them houses are 6,000 square feet. They're big ass houses. They had a legacy. Okay, don't forget, Sally on the left, that's Martha's mother, the woman I showed you on the right. Also the employer of Gladys, the black woman I showed you on the left. Okay, so they're dead, right? We got to bring Miss Gladys back in here. Ha! We got to bring Miss Gladys back in here. Their employee, their housekeeper. Okay, well, the police was like, let me go ahead and look and see who in the city, right? They fit the MO. Who would do such a thing to this employer? Who would do such a thing whose legacy turned into the premier wedding destination for people that were anybody in Tennessee? They would come and get married at one of these bed and breakfast, one of these houses. Also, Gladys and her family, they even rented one of the houses from these people. Pull up. Okay, everything was going well until Sally and Joseph ended up getting murdered. So one of her sons fit the bill. Right? Her son is there on the right. His name is Edric. Okay? Here's the deal. Edric, of course, has a very, very criminal past. No matter how fucking positive his mama was, how good of a mother she was, her son was still dusty, and the police said, hey, I'm going to need your fingerprints and shit because we investigating a crime that happened at your mama's job, right? They took his fingerprints or whatever. The police were close. They were very, very close. But it wasn't this son of Miss Gladys. It was this son, Travis, that actually did it. Travis, whose blood was there. Travis' fingerprints was in the car he stole. Travis's fingerprints was in the house. We talking about this big ass house with welcoming stairs, chandeliers all over the place. I'm talking about $14,000 chandeliers. These people had it going on. So they arrested her son, right? They arrested her son, of course. And you notice with all these screenshots, Gladys is looking down because she's embarrassed. Okay, she's embarrassed. This is what's falling out of these women's crotch. These positive women, the sage, the I'm a Christian woman, positive vibe only. Well, for some reason, these motherfucking niggas keep falling out of their ass. Okay, at the time of the murder, Travis was only 16 years old. Huh? I'm sorry, ladies. I guess the programs didn't work. I guess putting something in the black community didn't work. I guess showing them positive role models and that type of shit did not work. It didn't work. So he did what black men do and get into debauchery. So he went to jail. This is his mugshot. All right. Y'all, the white people were still kind. They offered the death penalty, but they said, no, let's not do that. They gave him a plea deal for 28 and a half years, and he'd be eligible for parole after serving 70% of his time. Problem number one. Okay, so back to Miss Martha. Oh, Miss Martha, Miss Buddhist, Miss Positive, Miss Erase all negative shit from around me, including hatred. Don't forget her mother's murder. She begins on her spiritual journey and writes Travis in jail, befriends Travis in jail, talks to Travis and goes and even visit him. Her family said, stop doing this shit. Knock it the fuck off. It's not a good idea. But the bitch didn't listen. She befriended him and said, you know what? When you get out, we're going to see if we can't get you a job. So Martha went to his parole hearing, which eventually came up, and spoke on Travis's behalf. Okay? Spoke on his behalf. He got out. She gave him a job in that beautiful home that you see behind her, right? First of all, this is disrespectful. You gave a job to the nigga that murdered your mother. Shame on you, you treasonous motherfucking bitch. How dare you do that shit, right? You kill my mom, and then you get to work for me, and I speak on your behalf. Ladies, this positive shit has got to stop. Be positive for you. Do shit for you in your life, at jobs. It needs to be for you. Being positive concerning Blackistan is going to get you fucked up. Pull up. Okay, so he's working there and everything's going fine. She even gave him a permanent room for living quarters to be a groundskeeper at this mansion, essentially is what it is. Okay, so, it only worked out for a little while. Martha sold a chandelier in that house to a purchaser. The chandelier was $14,000. The person that paid for it paid $14,000 in cash. She put it in an envelope, put it in the room. The money came up missing, right? She knew Travis was the only person in that house that could have stolen it. So she didn't have him prosecuted. She fired him. Told him, namaste, get on your way. Okay, I tried, whatever. Okay, so she ended up firing him. Is that the end of Travis? Is that the end of Travis? No, it's not, Miss Positive Vibes. Look at them corny ass goddamn that necklace. I can't y'all, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. I've been behind the wall too long. I'm not gonna go there. So Travis comes back, breaks in the house, kills her, bludgeons her to death, stabs her to death, right? This story takes place over 20 years. Ladies, this just happened in 2020. This is not an antique story, right? He killed her. So you mean to tell me all those positive vibes and forgiving vibes didn't help this woman? Not only did she give him a chance to, come there, work there, and get robbed, she got murdered by the same nigga that killed her mother. This is why that bullshit about being forgiving and all that shit there, the crystals and the positive energy and all that shit, it's not appropriate for all situations. It's going to get your ass fucked up. Huh? So let's keep going. Ladies, let me tell you something. I'm going to leave that screenshot up there and I'm going to pass the mic to Aaliyah because here's the deal. This is some bullshit. And lady over there on the other side, stop throwing shots because you're talking about being positive and it's always negative over here. Negativity has its place sometimes, bitch. If anybody should know, you esoteric bitches should know that the universe must have balance. So if it's always positive, it's not fucking balanced. There is a place for negativity and it will fucking protect you sometimes. It's appropriate to be positive sometimes and it's appropriate to be negative sometimes. But you yoni egg crystal fucking whores need to stop trying to protect black men by calling people that's calling out the bullshit negative. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
You are on fire tonight and right on point with this fake positivity, fake optimistic bullshit these folks got going on when really you're trying to lightweight throw shade and all this other bullshit. Fuck all that love and light, peace and blessings, all this toxicity, and we're just so above all this and that, and we're going to transcend and we're going to do this and that. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like you said, there has to be a balance. So you do shit your way, we'll do shit our way. And see, this story, this whole entire story, and I heard everything you had to say. It it reminds me of this story that states that she came upon a poisonous snake frozen in the snow. And so she took the snake home and she nursed it back to health. And one day, the snake bit her on the cheek. And as she lay dying, she asked the snake, "Why have you done this to me?" And the snake answered, "Look, bitch, you knew I was a snake." And see, that came from the old Indian and The Natural Born Killers, which is a cult classic, but it was also one of Aesop's oldest fables, told in many different ways. But the moral of the story always remains the same, which is that kindness shall be met with betrayal, and that one shouldn't expect reward from something that which is innately wicked. Although you might mean well, the story never ends well. Also expressed in saying that the road to hell was paved with good intentions. That's
Yes.
it, that's all. See, this story was very disturbing to me because his own mother warned her against befriending her son, and that should have been a huge warning sign to her from the very beginning. Anytime somebody's mother can tell you to avoid their son, but hey, she didn't listen because it seems like she was made way more concerned with appearing to other people as someone that was forgiving and virtuous, like she was petitioning for sainthood or some shit, but she completely forgot about who she was dealing with. So it was in no way smart to befriend the man who shot and killed her mother. And I don't care how sorry and or rehabilitated you think the person is. For the sake of argument, let's just say that forgiveness is a huge part of her religion and faith, because you know a lot of people are governed by the principles of Christianity, or so they claim. So let's just say that was the case. I have used the Bible scripture up here many years. That says it does no good to charm a snake that has already been you. I say it all the time. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 11. See, this story is the embodiment of that scripture in particular if we're going the Christianity route. See, so stop cherry picking the Bible and pulling out certain scriptures to suit whatever it is, whatever bullshit message you're trying to get across. Let's talk about all of it, because it's okay to forgive someone who did something awful to you, but this woman took it to another level where she actually allowed this person back into her life and into her space, into her home, and everything else. And she was just as surely asking to be his next victim when she did that shit. And this is the point that we've been making to Black women for years. First off, God forgives. You don't have to. I'll tell anybody that I don't have to forgive shit. I am not obligated to. And depending on what you did to me, I don't want to. So I'm not going to, and trying to force me is pointless. And nobody has the right to tell you how to feel either by using the same stupid ass slogans and catchphrases talking about forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, and all that other
Girl.
bullshit. Said, you have to stop being naive and deliberately ignoring what you know to be true. And the truth is that he killed her mother. So I don't know what made her think she wouldn't be next. That's what I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around. What the fuck was she thinking?
Look, she was thinking positivity and cloaking everything in that. Ladies, that doesn't work. Did you hear what I said? It does not work. Y'all are going into this delusion where it's almost giving like witchery. Do y'all think y'all some sort of magicians where you can just, put a head wrap on to throw a purple crystal up your cooch, walk in and talk kind and nice, and somehow these niggas ain't gonna knock your goddamn head off? Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's going to get you fucked up. There's a place for all of that shit. There's no way if you take my mother up off this earth that you could listen. I'd have been at every parole hearing. Don't let this bitch out ever. I'm scarred. I'm afraid of him. But no, she drunk the goddamn Kool-Aid, and here the fuck she is. Welcome to the panel, Kyra. How are you?
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Hey,
Uh, So Leah really just laid it out there for y'all. Y'all who want to do this fake Christianity, this fake positivity, you're actually going against your own teachings. You are not supposed to be silent about evil. You are not supposed to pretend that all is well and speak positivity on it. Part of that positivity is removing yourselves from negative situations.
that part. Ladies, check it. Nefertiti, I'm sorry. Did you want to add to this before I go ahead and just pop more bubbles like
I
that?
mean, I no more, no worries. I mean, I have, this is my wheelhouse, so I have plenty to speak about. But please continue, and I'll catch up once you do what you're doing. Thank you.
Wonderful. Here's the deal. I don't know if y'all know this girl that this article is referring to. She was positive. She was body positive. She would do motivational posts over there on TikTok. Okay. This is who they're talking about. All right. I mean, post after post after post. She wasn't a really fat person, but she was what people, I guess, in Hollywood would call fat. I don't know. But she would try to get to the other ladies that happen to have her body type or her weight or whatever and let them know it's okay. Just keep long as you doing you, you're going to be all right. And da 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 da. Problem is, she still dealt with the black community. Okay. If you go to her page, you'll see where she's bigging up her male cousins, and she's very, or was very, enthralled in Blackistan. Now, she seemed like she was very, very positive. But ladies, that shit right there is not going to work given your environment. If your environment is still full of dust, ash, must, and bullshit, I don't care how fucking positive you are, you're not going to feel good about yourself. You can keep trying. And ladies, they've been trying this shit for years. Even after she got through fluffing up everybody, telling everybody to be positive, she couldn't be positive enough to not take herself off this planet. Everybody that followed her were very surprised that she took herself up out of here. Okay. They literally were very surprised. Let me tell y'all something. I got a clip that has no sound because it has copyrighted music on it. But ladies, all that positivity bullshit ended up, her real name is Asia LaFlora. Okay. This is, just a couple of clips from her fucking funeral, right? What did that get her? So, yeah, I'm throwing shade over here because I don't like when you sit up there and pretend like bringing awareness to what's happening to black women in that godforsaken fucking community is not something that should be brought the fuck up. That's it. That's all. That's just what's left of her. People out there throwing goddamn doves into the air. Okay. She's laid up next to her grandmother. Okay. When I saw the grandmother's gravestone, I'm like, generational. They put the body positivity woman who took herself off the planet in the ground next to her grandmother. That's where it ends up. Okay, either one of these dusties gonna take your ass up out of here with your positivity, or they'll have you feeling such low self-esteem and low self-worth that they'll make you take yourself up off the planet. Either way, if you don't get away from Blackistan, ain't no way out of that shit. Everybody remember Karen Washington? It's been happening over and over. I don't know how people are still able to sell y'all this nonsense. Okay? Karen Washington, this happened way back in 2014. Karen Washington, she was a dark-skinned girl, no longer here, of course, as you can see by at your screen. Okay? She literally started that website because some ignorant ass, dusty fucking rapper said that dark skinned girls cannot wear red lipstick. She took offense to that. So the majority of her pictures she put up on her website and on her Instagram and all that shit had her with red lipstick on, trying to prove to black men and black people and then the world that dark skinned girls look good in red lipstick as well. Problem is, she didn't believe the shit either. Huh? Still trying to be validated by that godforsaken fucking community is gonna have you fucked up, ladies. Okay? There is no formula. It's a group of dead people. That's all it is. They have heartbeats, they're walking, they're talking, but they're dead. They're dead inside. And trying to have positivity in the middle of all that bullshit is going to get you fucked up in the game. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. Y'all don't understand how many black women. Did y'all know that S rates amongst black women are rising? They're rising. And I'll tell you why it's rising. They've tried everything and it's not working. And they're starting to recognize this at really young ages. Karen was only 22, right? Miss LaFlora, she was only, what, 18? They're getting hopeless because the bitches around them won't tell them, hey, you ain't got to stay over here with these dusty motherfuckers. Okay. And a dusty ain't just a black man. It's they nigga bitches that's with them. How about that part? Huh? You don't have to stay around them. You don't need to prove anything to them. You don't have to bring love, light, and all this extra bullshit to them. Fuck them sideways and twice on Thursday. I'm not playing up here, ladies. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of stuff happen to y'all because y'all trying to contort yourself into all these weird different phases in your life. You go through Christianity, then you go through I'm not Christian anymore, I'm spiritual. Everything you're trying, everything you're going natural. You're gaining weight, you're losing weight. You're doing everything they are saying doing, and it's not working. And then when the shit finally hits the fan, then you either leave disgruntled, right, or you take yourself up out of here. Hopefully, and the thing is, those two situations are the better ones of the three, because you could get taken the fuck up out of here by a dusty, right? Nefertiti, you on? Because I said what I had to say about that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. So I was really curious just to see where this conversation was going. So I'll just say a few pointers as I guess the one of the resident quote unquote witches of the Discord. First, let me say when people talk about positivity, I want to point back to something you said earlier about balance. The universe, depending on what you believe and all that shit, when you're talking about positivity and negativity, again, you got to have balance. So when people try to be positive all the time, you're literally going against nature. Like you're literally going against the way of the world. So that's a bunch of bullshit. Second, what I find really sad in actually all three of these stories, but these last two with these ladies, is they chose to try to better themselves in toxicity. You can't become better if your environment doesn't help you become better. Like did
you hear that over there, stinking black dress stupid bitch? You cannot change anything. I don't care how fucking positive you are if you don't get the fuck away from Blackistan first. You shouldn't be talking about none of this shit until you first exit Blackistan. Then you can talk about what your attitude toward shit is going to be every day. Because doing that shit in Blackistan is going to do what exactly?
It's nothing. Please go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead. No, This is what pisses me off to no end, because the message is so negative, but the same bitches who keep spewing that shit are here every time we go live and regurgitating the same negative shit. So it's not negative until it's certain points that we make that you feel are worthy of repeating, and then you think it's something that you should steal. So it's not negative when you heard something that you like, that you can use, that you think is going to make you look good. But then the rest of it is negative. See, that's what I'm saying. I can't stand these cherry picking assholes. Either you fuck with us or you don't. Either you like us or the message or you don't. And if not, that's fine. Stay the fuck away. But all this other shit, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm over all that. But everything you said, DZ, in addition to what Kyra was saying earlier, this is the prime example as to why these people want us out of the way. They know that we're telling the truth about these black men, the black community, their sons, and all this other bullshit. So these bitches are continuing to push certain shit while constantly taking shots at us, even in our absence from YouTube, when nobody's even thinking about their asses, because their goal is to keep black women muling and mammying for black men indirectly. But that's exactly what they're doing. These people act like black women don't have anything better to do than to keep on fighting the good fight over the same men who use, abuse, and discard black women daily. As a matter of fact, black every few hours. We've all talked about this, and they acknowledge it. But at the same time, soon as we say, okay, black women, you need to make your exit because you are being eliminated literally at this point and are in danger of becoming an endangered species, actually. So, hey, this is what you need to do. Then all of a sudden that becomes a problem. That's why I say, please kiss the blackest parts of my ass and do not forget the hole and both ass cheeks.
It's
So you're
not.
saying they're so you're saying they're out here being hypocrites, which is something I've had an issue with for a while, but you ladies have brought to my attention about the way they teach, because I take teaching real spirituality very seriously. And what I really don't like is, so here's my thing to the hypocrites out there that want to get mad at DZ and this camp for what they do. So if you're out here spreading whatever you want to spread, you're basically being negative. So how the fuck do you call yourself spreading positivity when you are actively being negative and adding on to your negative karma? You're literally destroying your own message every time you do that. You are showing yourself for what you are. So just think about what you do and how you do it before you start doing it.
But
That's all.
But Nev, what you're forgetting though is it's perfectly okay to be a hypocrite as long as you don't take black males off of the table for consideration.
That part, it all depends on the packaging you put it in. Okay, you can have identical gifts in a box, but if it's in a box that the bitch don't like, she's gonna open the pretty package first, right, to see what's in there. Then she'll look at what you got inside your box, even though both packages are the same. And here's the other thing: the one that's in that pretty package, that's a discount knockoff bullshit that she got from somebody Etsy goddamn store, right? And you going looking at the box over here and like, oh, that's being delivered incorrectly. You know what's being delivered really incorrectly and negative? Them goddamn bullets that's coming out these niggas' guns when they headed towards your torso, your temple, your back, your thigh, and sometimes even your crotch. That's being delivered with a little bit of, negativity, because you're getting the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Huh?
DZ, I see them more as, so what those chicks are doing, those are like the Michael Kors purses you see at TJ Maxx. Whereas we're the designer, the row purses that they can't touch.
I would love to see you magicians, because that's what I see y'all as. Now, y'all, if I hear one more bitch talking about what they manifesting, I know something. Okay, this bitch sitting in the middle of income-based housing talking about what she fixing to manifest. And usually it got something to do with a nigga. Pull up. Can you manifest some decent housing first? Hey, magician, can we make sure that ain't no little mice shit over in your corner? Can we make sure you don't have food instability first? Right? It's just nuts the way they're delusional, and it's coming off schizo. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It's coming off schizo. Ladies, do y'all have anything before I share this clip? Because I want to show you what these whores look like.
I was going to say they could try and manifest a 720 credit score, but you know how that works. And secondly, no, I'm sorry. Let me stop there. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Look, body positivity. We're being positive. This is what you motherfuckers look like. Seriously.
Oh, sorry, the incense. Ugh, gotta wave it up. The top most toxic zodiac sign, definitely Gemini. Yes, my ex was a Gemini. No, they're just like so manipulative and just so toxic. Like they're just like the worst people. Someone said I'm projecting. I think you should raise your vibrations. You ugly bitch. Only good vibes here. Someone said I'm stealing content. I think your chakras are just unaligned. Oh, that's like someone clearly forgot to meditate today. I'm telling you. Yeah, write his name down 5 times in your journal and he'll be bound to you for life. Oh no, it's totally safe. Don't worry. Let me get my white sage and show you guys my white sage. Someone says that's cultural appropriating. I think you need to do some shadow work. Love and light. Blessings.
Who's this hoe shitting on us Geminis?
I can't. Let me move this shit up out of here.
Okay, see.
That's what they sound like. I'm sorry.
No, Somebody's name in the chat just inspired me for a second. Hey, divestors, I really need y'all help. Please drop some musical notes in the chat. Think about it, because see, we got a lot of haters in these YouTube streets that really hate our message. They hate watching us, but they love shading us, reporting back. And we all know these bitches are high key fans. So shout out to Gail for giving me the inspiration. Drop the musical notes, my divested ladies. We're gonna do it this way. A, B, C, D, E, fuck you and your mom and your sons and your job. You can all kick rocks. Fuck you and your crew and your view and your followers too. You can fuck you and your channel and that shit you call art. You can all suck a cock. Fuck you and your trends that I never rock again. Everybody but your dog, you can all fuck off. Catchy, ain't it? Get your raggedy asses the fuck from over here.
God damn.
I mean, that was my song. I wrote a song by this shit. I thought they wanted to hear it.
God damn, was there a comment in there I missed? What the whole fuck? Ladies, y'all got to get up off that shit. None of this shit is real, in my opinion. Now, I know we got Nefertiti up here and she into some of that. Listen, I can go for positivity, like, you know, this shit got to be kept in context, though. I'm just going to keep it real with you. It has to be kept in context. When your situation is actually horrible and you've been practicing the practice of spirituality for years and your situation not only is not getting better, it's getting worse, ma'am, it's time for a change. And that's one of the things that Black women have an issue with, change. Okay, the majority of Black women love Blackistan. I found that out the hard fucking way. They'll complain about it. They'll trauma bond about it, right? That's also negative, by the way. Trauma bonding about it without solutions, right? That's very, very, very fucking negative. But if you don't leave, nothing's going to change. If you don't change your circle, nothing's going to change. It looks like some of you need to change your belief systems, huh? Y'all are sitting up here letting homeless people or formerly homeless people tell you how to get it out here. Did you hear what I said? You're letting divorcees and people that have multiple failed marriages tell you how to be married, right? You got baby mamas out here telling you how not to become a baby mama. Now, that sword right there has two different sides, to be honest with you. If she's going to tell you don't do what she did, then that's one thing and that's a good thing. But if she's telling you what not to do and acting like she ain't never did the shit before, that's some bullshit. We got a ton of charlatans out this motherfucker. Real talk. How you gonna preach about some shit about weight loss and your ass been struggling with your weight for years? What the fuck is going on? Like we were saying earlier, as long as you don't remove that precious fucking Dusty out of their life, you can tell these bitches anything. You could be sitting up here, right? Y'all's godfather, who thankfully passed the fuck away. He can have awful relationships, and clearly this man knows how to get somebody's penis all the way back to his tonsils, right? But he's telling you women what to do on how to get somebody like him. Sir, you don't like women. It's almost like this place is a fucking carnival. You don't have to be standing on the square with 10 toes down around this bitch, right? What you got to do is just say the right things. Make sure you package it the way Black women want to hear it. And voila, your ass fixing to go motherfucking viral. Pull up. But when you bring them back down to reality, that's when you have an issue. When you say, you know what? I know the Black community is terrible. When you leaving? What time you packed up? Well, but this is the thing. My mama is this. My sister is this. And my brother, he's not that. And you're not ready to go. You just sat here and told me 5 different horror trauma stories about what happened to you while you were there. And you're still resistant to leave Blackistan? And you think being positive is going to change anything? I think the fuck not. Right? Anybody got anything before I go the fuck on?
They don't deal in logic, DZ. That's the whole thing with like that with practicing like that. It's not about I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to manifest or pray for something. Half the power is action, and that's what they don't want to do. They don't want to have logic, and they don't want to put in action. They just want someone to drop shit off at the front door. But that's not how it works. They don't want to give anything to get anything. They just want to get. And that's that. It's just
Were y'all aware that Miss Asia, the woman that we talked about with the popular TikTok page who took herself up out of here, the body positivity and the real popular one, y'all, all this manifestation at the end of the day, they had to ask for money to bury her. Now something's not the math ain't mathing. You able to manifest, change shit, turn negatives into a positive, but when it's time to put you and lay you next to your grandmother, you don't have any money. Something's not right in the pot. Okay? It's not. Kyra, you got anything? I got somebody in the back.
Well, I mean, you really said it all. I mean, well, Blackistan, they always do the most for funerals on EBT, but those funerals, the whole parades, they be lit. You got the fish fry the day before, you got the repast right after the funeral, and then you got the barbecue in the evening of the funeral. They always got to do all that stuff. That's
Yeah, you right about that. Free your mind. Are you dusty?
No.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Divested Zealot. No, I'm not dusty. I come here via another channel, and I've been listening to you almost since you started your channel. I think you are amazing, and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much for the introduction. What do you got to say on the topic, beautiful lady?
Um, the men of our community.
I'm not in that community. Are you divested?
Actually, I am a single woman.
Are you divested though? There's some single women that are divested.
Yes, I am divested.
The reason I asked that is because you said, our community. Are you still in Blackistan? I don't fuck with them.
No, when I say our community, I mean women of our community, because we are the community.
See, that's that trickery right there. I'm not part of the Black community whatsoever, and that includes these dusty ass bitches. Because guess what? They're the reason that any of this has to be even said. They're the ones that's trying to wrap shit in this like floral arrangement to make it seem like all you got to do is this, and this, and you don't have to completely go extreme. And they're literally calling you saving your life and your goddamn mental health extreme when they put it that way. So I ask again, beautiful lady, Miss Free Your Mind, are you divested?
Let me ask you this: what was the
I
point
agree
of
with you.
what was the point of you leading with?
True. I agree with you. Yes, I am. I'm married to a white man.
That's not what that means.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? That's not what that means. And
wait a minute.
I'm
Wait a
glad
minute.
you said, wait, Nefertiti. I'm glad you said that because that's what a lot of people sit up here and pretend like divestment is. There are some single divested ladies around this bitch. Okay. And it's not about who you're dating. And that's the going consistent with
It's
your
a mindset.
wait a minute. Wait. I wasn't done. Free your mind. Let me free your mind real quick.
Okay.
Seriously. The thing is, some background noise. Hold on. Let me put everybody else on mute.
I want to know what was the point.
Hold up, Aaliyah. I'm gonna let you jump in here real quick. You said your community, and that's how I know that you still fuck around with Black folk like that. Because number one, you claimed them, and then you brought it back down to the bitches in the community because that's what they are. They mammies and bitches because they are just as dangerous as the rest of them. Free your mind. You got some audio issues, so I'm gonna throw you on mute. Okay. Okay. After I'm done, you come off mute. All right. You said that you came from another channel, and I can guarantee you, wherever you came from, those motherfucking bitches still fuck with Black men. Over here, Black women's bodies are dropping too motherfucking fast for me to even play tit tat like that. I told y'all, a lot of women hide behind it. I'm here for Black women and girls spiel. Okay, to still be able to deal with Black males. All right. So what's T? Go ahead and come off mute. Anyway, go ahead, Aaliyah. She doesn't know where the mute button is.
My
Actually, when I started coming off the divest, when I started realizing what the divested community was about, is when my nephew killed his baby mama
Do
in
you have
front of
any?
his children. That's
Okay.
when that's when I knew that black men wasn't shit. And actually,
It's
another fact about that is
Are
when
you drinking tonight? Look, for your mind, are you drinking tonight? See, because it's giving troll right now. It's giving troll because you're not getting to the point. You don't have anything on the topic. You're skirting around divestment. And I know before your nephew
okay,
did what
you
he.
know what? Before you say I'm giving troll,
Oh
I
Lord,
don't want
have
to give troll.
mercy. Oh Lord, have mercy. Anyway, go ahead, Aaliyah.
You know what? I don't have anything to say because she is determined to talk over me, and that's the quickest way to
I
get your
removed her
ass
ass.
dragged to
I
sentences.
removed her motherfucking ass because
Yeah.
it was the playing stupid for me. It was
It
the playing
was
stupid.
See,
What you're not gonna do is say I've been listening to you forever. That's not going to disarm me. Either you do or you don't. Point
hmm
blank here, either you divest it or you not. You're not fixing to come up here and try to play with my nipples and try to, play to my ego to get up here and say some stupid shit. That's not what's going to happen. It's too
I
many black women that are dead for me to be fucking around with stupid shit. Now, either you do or you don't.
and I wanted to circle back to a point of yours really quick, DZ, because there's been some misconceptions that to be divested, all it takes is for you to ride some white dick, and that is not the case. So to be divested, you can't fuck with black men. But other than that, there are divestors who are married. There are divestors who are single. There are divestors who are of the Roy G. Biv group. So you got to be a biological black woman, and you can't be fucking with black males. That's at bare minimum. It's also divesting from the black community and their bullshit.
I,
I
I, I can't with the nonsense. I really can't because everybody's trying to play stupid, and I'm not playing stupid
mhm.
with none of these content creators. I'm not playing stupid with none of these subscribers. It is what the fuck it is. You either gonna shit or get off the motherfucking pot, right? Flush and spray that goddamn room and wash your hands, whore. I don't have time for the semantics of what if this? Well, what if this? Well, what if this happens? You already fucking know. You
she's a
already know.
liar. She's a
Mm.
liar. The first thing how did anybody else catch when you asked her about who she is and she said, I'm single. And then what was it? Not even a minute later, I'm married. I mean, which one are you doing, my dear? Are you single and married? I mean, like, is that your relationship that bad right now? What's going on? Like, I just, right there, it's like, you can't even keep your lies straight in under a minute.
I'm
Just go
telling you,
home.
ladies, these bitches are weird. Weird. As the story goes along, you better remember what the fuck you said. You got to be consistent. And then, well, since then, I'm going to just go ahead and give troll. Motherfucker, you was trolling at the beginning. When I asked you, were you dusty? You came on here talking, yep, no, it sounded like somebody punching you in the back of your goddamn throat. Then you get up here lying. I came from another channel. Go back. Go back. That's my advice to you and figure out what the fuck you got going on because there's too many black women out here fucked up in the game for here to be playing games up here. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. Hmm? Moving right
And
along.
here's the thing, Kyra. We have already made everything you just said. We've already made that known several times. Those bitches, all they know this. They're intentionally trying to derail the message, and they're trying to do that by trying to distort it and muddy the waters so that no one knows what the hell divestment is at this point. When we've made it clear, those who seek to hijack it and take it over and make it to whatever they want it to be. And that's why they're upset and they want us out of the way, but it's not gonna happen because you cannot take over some shit you did not help build. You played no part in creating it. As a matter of fact, you claimed you wanted nothing to do with it, that you were so above it, and every damn thing else we've been hearing. So that's what I'm saying. They have all this bullshit to say, but at the end of the day, here you are. And I'm not understanding why she felt it was necessary first to lead with the fact that she came from someone else's channel. We didn't ask you about that, nor do we care. So you lead with that, and then you come up here with the rest of this bullshit, and you try to talk in circles and play games like we've already made the distinction several times between divestors and swirlers. So this is how I know these people are trying to play with our intelligence at this point, and I just don't have time for this bullshit.
Look, as y'all can tell, the break was necessary. Because goddamn it, I'm not with the fuck shit. I'm not. Okay. I'm not worried about where these celebrities put their dick. I'm not. Y'all fucking with Taylor Swift's ass at this point. Y'all doing the most. Okay. But your real life is all the way fucked up. Get your positivity crystals and go fuck the fuck off. Kyra, were you trying to say something?
Yes, I was going to ask Aaliyah, did you notice last week during our break that other people's content who typically like to steal from us, it was hella dry?
Oh,
My God.
absolutely. And I also noticed too that a lot of people are trying their best not to repeat the shit that they got from behind the wall, and a couple of them failed miserably at it, I might add. Because I still call a lot of our shit that was behind the wall. So let us know y'all still following us around and you're still spying, and that shit ain't cool. But this is what y'all do. This is what these bitches do. And then as soon as they get that ass dragged extensively, like they know it's fucking coming. Soon as we get back on this motherfucker, all of a sudden everybody want to start crying foul. When this is the shit we put up with both on YouTube and behind the scenes. We can't even walk the fuck away without these bitches following us. They stay on our coattails all the goddamn time. And it's like, I thought you didn't like us. Why are you following us around?
Aaliyah, not engaging in all that negative energy. And don't tell me don't tell me they're out there engaging in all that negative energy. Not them. No, I can't.
But I also think it's amusing, DZ, that you're getting $10 extra from your haters just so they can spy on you.
Child, I can't. This is the tea, y'all. They know what we're saying is true. Okay? You don't have to tell everybody what you're doing. I'm talking about in your real life. Just do it. You don't have to make an announcement. I find that those that make announcements before they go are looking for somebody to ask them to stay. You standing up telling your family, well, I don't fuck with black men no more. I don't fuck with black people no more. Black people are toxic. Well, if you know Blackistan and you already know them because you just made an announcement that you're leaving, why would you tell them that? You know you're going to receive toxicity back. You're not ready. You're simply not the fuck ready. Okay? Before I play this, y'all, I want to say something. Y'all notice on the social media streets, right? They always say they got this running joke about bed wenches, right? Let me know. Throw a one in the chat if you see what I'm talking about, okay? You'll go on Twitter, now X or whatever, Instagram and all these places, and you'll see memes every now and then of black people posting pictures of black women that have on like a bad wig or some shit. Her hair just not quite right. It's not quite hidden. And they'll say something like, she must fuck with white men. Black women that fuck with white men always got fucked up hair. Y'all ever seen that? Yes, Gail. June's brown wife, Pinky. Listen, I've seen that shit over the years. I'm looking at my screen here, and this woman here clearly fucks with niggas. Clearly. That head look a hot fucking mess. And she got something that she wants to say to y'all, the black community. Y'all better get away from these people. Grab your crystals. You can bring your crystals when you divest, but you need to keep them crystals in goddamn check and stop being delusional. I think let's go.
Stop killing one another. We need you, black men.
No, honey. No, we need you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We don't. Please. And what the fuck? See, she represents everything they say they don't want. It's always them. Always.
Listen, y'all need to have a funeral for that fucking hair joke, because this bitch looks like a ghetto Minnie Mouse, a religious ass motherfucking mess up here. You talk about black women that fuck on white men and they wig ain't quite right. You bitches look like you're losing your mind. You bitches that stay fucking with these niggas, y'all head is full of glue and delusion. What? I'ma let this whore say that again. She pointing at the camera and everything. Go, bitch.
Stop killing one another. We need you, black men. Stand up and take your place.
What is their place? I never knew what that meant. What place? They lost. Take what place? You mean in leadership? They can't even quit killing each other. They keep killing you too, bitch. You too. This is a serious story, right? I can't stop looking at the hair, and y'all not gonna be able to either, because believe it or not, it's some yellow shit in the back. Since you want to talk about bed wenches and they bad wigs, right? We need to. You want to talk about hair? Let's do it. This bitch looks fucking horrible. Okay. All parties involved are no longer on this earth. Maybe your crystals worked because nobody involved is walking amongst us anymore. Maybe you brought the chakras in alignment. Let's go, y'all.
And passionate pleas for an end to gun violence after a deadly shootout near Atlanta businesses.
Atlanta News First starts now.
Tonight, grief looming over Atlanta's West End. Good evening, I'm Rachel Aragon. Police now say 3 people died in a shootout during broad daylight in front of businesses along Evans Street in southwest Atlanta. Atlanta News First reporter Asia Wilson is live right now at police headquarters. Asian, you've been looking all day. Are police looking for any suspects at this moment?
Well, Rachel, at this time, Atlanta police say they're not looking for anyone else, adding that this was a targeted shooting and everyone involved is now dead. Now, earlier today,
Ew, the crystals worked. Everybody involved is now dead. Right? That's your community. Ladies, believe it or not, and this is true, go look it up. Concerning this story, there are several women and a Dusty that came out there with a bundle of sage and was burning. And they said they did that shit on a regular basis. Why did this shooting happen after y'all burned the sage? Because the shit don't work when you're dealing with people. Listen, y'all, when people are fucked up, they just fucked up. I don't care what herb you burn. It's not going to change anything. Everybody's dead. I promise I ain't going to stop it again. Maybe.
I was at that very emotional scene where I spoke to a business owner who says that he saw everything that happened tonight. Heartbroken loved ones sitting in urgent plea.
You know, I told him, I said, we need you here for your son.
Christina Gaddis, filled with tears and many emotions.
Daughter, you out here. You do got something to live for.
After seeing the very spot her grandson's father, 20-year-old Jacoby Maddox, took his last breath on Saturday afternoon on Evans Street in Atlanta's West End. Julius Khalid, owner of YG Urban Cafe, embracing her with a hug after witnessing the unthinkable outside of his shop.
I saw a senseless murder of 3 young black brothers in the community, and I watched one of them take his last breath.
Atlanta police say a man approached 2 people and began shooting at them. One of them returned fire, all 3 ultimately dying from their injuries, including a 17-year-old man, a man in his late 30s, and Maddox, who has a 1-year-old baby.
Now we have to watch this beautiful baby boy grow up without a father.
Kiwi Ashmead is Maddox's aunt.
He was a tall, gentle giant, very respectable.
She just spoke to him Friday night, not knowing that would be their last conversation.
We're all supposed to go on a family vacation next week, and now we're not going with my nephew. Instead, we have to bury up my nephew.
Loved ones now left to cope with the new reality and are sending a message loud and clear.
Put the guns down. Put the guns down. Put your fists up. Fight it.
Can I ask y'all something? I'm done with these whores. Can I ask y'all a question? She said, put the guns down, put your fists up. Why are y'all always fighting? Why in Blackistan is there always something to fucking fight about? Huh? Why is it that there needs to be, y'all don't have conflict resolution skills. If the constant vibe in your community is conflict, there will be no conflict resolution because you undo your entire community if you resolve the goddamn conflict. Ladies, this shit is nonsense. All of these people that y'all see up here are esoteric. All of them burn sage. That nigga that y'all saw up here, he's one of those crystal motherfuckers. None of that shit is going to work when you're dealing with them. You need to take crystals and run the fuck away. And y'all, I can't get over her goddamn hair. Right? The other bitch said, oh, he's going to grow up without a father. Well, that's normal in the black community, you goofy bitch. When has there been fathers in the black community? In other words, nothing's changed. Okay, we were going to go on a family vacation. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. Y'all are trash. What y'all were actually going to do is travel somewhere and probably fight on one of those discounted Groupon Carnival cruises like I keep getting sent where y'all tearing up deck chairs and all that type of shit. The community is trash. period. And no amount of positivity is going to change that. Go ahead, Aaliyah.
I mean, my thing is they stay talking shit about black women who fuck with white men and bad wigs and weaves and shit like that. That's the shit that them Lakers talk about, which is where these black women got from. I just want to know why all these bitches walking around with their hair looking like 10-year-old girls with all this goddamn, these baby hairs glued to their goddamn foreheads, all these high ponytails and all this shit. All of them walking around here with all this shit on their head, and it reminds you of some shit that you wore back when you were 10 years old, if not 8. Like a lot of this stuff, it reeks of immaturity, and a lot of black women's growth has been stunted as well. A lot of these bitches, they try to pretend like you're still stuck too. Like, what grown ass woman wears her hair like a lot of these women wear? What? I would never do that bullshit to my hair. But one thing you bitches that stay hating on these wigs gotta know, it ain't a white man that I met yet that gave a fuck about a wig that was on my head, baby, because the wig wasn't what he was after. You can believe that shit. The wig wasn't what he wanted, baby. That wasn't what he was after.
Them niggas stay on hair. They feminine as fuck, and y'all don't really want to know the answer to why these bitches wear baby hairs and wear their hair like 10-year-old.
Oh God.
Hold on a second, Nefertiti. Why they wear their hair like children? The same reason, right? That they imitate these dudes that do those shows that happen, they call it drag, and everything's extra. Here's the thing, everything they do is for black males, and what are black males attracted to? Each other and children. So these bitches, they imitate one or the other, or sometimes both. Baby hairs, contoured nose. I mean, goddamn, sometimes the wig be yellow. They walk around here looking like what they know for a fact that black men are attracted to. Okay, y'all already know most of them gonna suck dick down to the base, if not all of them, given the perfect circumstance. If they didn't think nobody would find out, they'll throw that shit back to their throat. Go ahead, Nefertiti.
I'm sorry. The reason I said, oh no, is because I never put that together, what you just said about the hair thing. And oh God. I was going to say, I think I have figured out why they enjoy fighting. I officially believe that boxing is black people's love language. I think that they only know love through fighting. And that's probably why they do it. That's why they kill. I just think that's
toxic, Nefertiti. They don't have a love language. Do not have a love language whatsoever. Everything is. You all right now?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right. Listen, it's like this. They don't have a fucking love language, right? They know how to imitate love. They do. Just like a lot of people that have issues with their mental health, they know how to imitate people that don't have mental health issues because they know what you're looking for. Okay? They know what you black women are looking for. You're looking for somebody to call your man. Period. He doesn't have to provide, protect, problem solve. He doesn't have to do anything whatsoever. And they'll come and give you empty promises. Sometimes they won't. Baby, I'm down on my luck, but as long as we got each other, we good. And good and fucking well, there will be no improvements whatsoever. But that's the type of shit that you don't like to hear. And I know that shit. You don't like to hear that shit. Keep trying. And then when you all fucking fucked up in the game, your credit score is at 400, right? You done lost everything. Then you'll end up trying to divest. And when it's harder for you to divest, then you'll start dragging divestors when you could have did it a long time ago. Okay, get your shit together. That's not going to be done through a tarot card reading. It's not going to be done through any of this bullshit that y'all are playing dress up right now. The black community, the adults, they're playing dress up. They're pretending to be adults, and they're doing a god awful job of it. Everybody sees you. Everybody. Kyra, you got anything?
All of them are cosplaying. It's like, that's why I say a lot of black women's growth is stunted as well too. The immaturity with everybody in that community at this point is off the chain. All the people, all the crazies are running the asylum at this point.
Mm-hmm.
None of them behave like normal, rational, functional adults. Like it makes absolutely no sense. Go ahead, Kyra. I'm sorry.
No worries. Well, DZ really hit my point. It's like they're lamenting about this little boy growing up without a father, but that's normal. Like, If he wasn't unalived, he would be in jail, or he would just plain walk away like they do. Like, y'all really thought that his father was going to stay and raise him? And then let's say his father did stay and raise him. Raise him into what?
That little motherfucker's gonna be Dusty. Period. She said it was a little boy. He's going to be Dusty. If you want to keep it all the way real, the chances, let me say it so I don't sound so extreme real quick. The chances of him becoming Dusty is astronomically high. It's so high that you don't want to fuck around and find out. Pull up. Okay?
Now, DZ, you know my scientific theory. They're born with that dusty gene on their Y chromosome. It's just what level of dustiness they're going to settle at. But they're going to be dusty at some level. The black Kevius malus. That's right, Aaliyah.
Damn, y'all. I can't. The good part of that story, y'all, everybody involved is no longer on this planet. They're gone the fuck on to glory or whatever the fuck y'all believe in. They the fuck up out of here. And good goddamn riddance. I'm sorry. They could say I celebrate black men's death all the fuck they want to, but if you are a scourge of society, I'm not gonna pretend like it's some sort of loss that you up out of here. Fuck wrong with you. I'm not doing this with these folks. Ladies, y'all know how bad Chicago is. Y'all do. When you got an area of this country where somebody relocated from Chicago to down south in Memphis, when this woman says that she misses Chicago because all of the violence in Memphis, Houston, we got a problem. And Houston is a problem as well. Pull up. Okay? Ladies, it is a hot fucking mess. As long as you're around black people, this is what the fuck you're going to get. There is no talented Tim. Okay? I don't know if everybody in the chat know what the talented Tiff is, but there is no such thing as the talented Tim. Even their brain surgeons are fucked the fuck up. Shout out to Ben Carson. Huh? All right, y'all.
And here's the thing. A lot of them are bringing that shit down here with them so that she ain't one to talk. A lot of them are bringing that shit from up there down south as well. Not that we didn't have our own degenerates down here. It was already fucked up too. But they didn't help it because a lot of them are relocating down here. And they bringing that same bullshit they was doing up there. They bringing all that shit down south. All them records, all that crime and shit that they was committing. I see the tags. I see the phone numbers. I'm dealing with a lot of y'all shit too. All them STDs and every goddamn thing else where y'all was just being all liberal and doing whatever the fuck y'all want to. Y'all bringing all that shit down south. So don't get down here and try to pretend like, oh, it's just so horrible out here. No, baby. A lot of y'all brought that shit this way too.
Ladies, before I go on to my next shit, look, free your mind. I don't know why you're back in the back. Everything that has been said, there's no way that you could have gone, divested, and got your shit together, right, and came right back. You got caught in a lie. What I think you should probably do is take some time off, get your shit together, right? And then once you actually divest, go ahead and come back and talk with some sense. I'm not going to let you come up here to troll these women and play around with their emotions and tell your life story. If you want to tell your life story, you need to schedule a goddamn one-on-one. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. I asked you what you had on the topic and you wanted to derail the situation. All right. So free your mind. No motherfucking beef, but your lies. I'm not up for that bullshit tonight. I'm really not. Okay. Let's go, y'all.
Different parts of the city with the same sights and sounds as Memphis police were investigating multiple shootings that left 2 dead and another victim being rushed to the hospital fighting for his life. Just after 1:30 Monday morning, detectives saturated this Fraser gas station along North Watkins. The victim telling police he was sleeping on the steps outside the convenience store when he was shot in the stomach. The 53-year-old victim never got a glimpse of the gunman. Several minutes later and several miles away, officers were called here to South Memphis just before 2 a.m. More violence spilling into the streets. Certainly not the news this mother of two wanted to hear by sunup.
Because it could be my child.
In this case, there were two victims. Police first responded to the 500 block of South Parkway. A man was taken away by ambulance. Sadly, he did not survive.
For my days, we could work on stuff without using violence.
She's a goddamn lie. She's a fucking lie. I don't know if y'all understood what this woman with this beautiful fucking wig on said. She said back in her day, we could fight it out without the actual violence. We could work it out without the violence. Bullshit. We already went over the granddaddies. We already went over history of crime. We already went over the history of black community. She's a fucking lie. Every one of these old bitches and these bitches from different areas that happen to be from with black men over, even if they're young. Well, over in my area, it's Democratic, and you shouldn't say that the Democrats are a problem because no, bitch, y'all niggas got a problem. Okay, you can talk about the Democrats that's white all you want to, but when you're dealing with black folk, and Democrats love dealing with black folk, you're gonna have a damn problem. In other words, this funky bitch is up here lying. Okay, y'all, a lot of y'all were little kids when the Bloods and Crips was tearing the fuck up out of Los Angeles. Wasn't nobody fucking talking it out. They were shooting it out, just like these dumb motherfuckers are doing today. You just happen to have more access to the internet. Now you watch what this stupid ass, goofy ass, weird ass bitch says next.
That's how I feel.
Another man was taken by private vehicle to the hospital. He was also pronounced dead. More violence and more reasons why Miss Linda Welch says she misses her home in Illinois.
Chicago, and down here, they just got nothing but bull crap down here. Memphis turned to worse to worse.
Memphis turned to worse to worse. Listen, it's black folk. It's not the city. It's the niggas in the city. So if you relocate to New Orleans and you live around a bunch of niggas, it's going to be worse to worse. Whatever the fuck this whore just said, they are delusional. Delusional. Everybody's out here looking for the good black folk. They don't exist. Sorry, not sorry. They don't exist. You're going to be moving from hood to hood to hood so you can be around your people and what Free Your Mind called our people. They not my fucking people. I don't identify with them. I probably hate them worse than any far right leaning fringe group. I'm just keeping it real with you because you motherfuckers are weird. You're weird. There is no family. There is no structure. It's nothing but lawlessness and victimhood. And I can't with this shit. Let's finish this up and then I want to get y'all thoughts.
We went to many businesses here in Fraser because we could see for ourselves the mounted surveillance cameras. Unfortunately, we were not able to get any video, but that is where you come in. Whether you know what happened in South Memphis or if you know anything about the violent attack here in Fraser, you can make an anonymous call to Crime Stoppers.
All the while, police are working to piece together who disrupted the peace across the city overnight. Reporting in Memphis.
But I don't feel it's okay for none of this stuff to go on.
Dorita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
You can hear the mucus in her throat. I wish she would just clear it. All right. She's sounding like she's gurgling snot. Okay. This is what I'm talking about, ladies, when it comes to identifying the problem, quote unquote. Nobody wants to name the goddamn problem. And the problem is these niggas that's falling out your ass. Y'all, they literally driving you mammies crazy. They are. When we were behind the wall, we looked at some of the crazy shit that y'all are out here doing that's very inappropriate for YouTube. YouTube would not stand for such screenshots, wouldn't stand for such videos. Y'all sons is tearing shit up, running folks over. Y'all out here with your shit hanging out, and you want to talk about respectability politics, and I'm not going. You need to be respectable. If you have anything about an issue with respectability politics, you have an issue with respectability. Some things are just not appropriate for all things. Okay, nobody's interested in your artistry when it's time to deal with business. That's on your turn, on your time. Period. It's not for everybody to know what you like to do and how you like to wear blue wigs and how you. No, we at a bank. We are at a bank. Reel your fucking kids in. Everything ain't about racism. Your kids tearing up everything, and it's happening at all ages. And as soon as somebody throw a microphone in front of these bitches, they say be positive. I don't think so. Aaliyah, what you got?
Well, no, I already said how I felt about respectability politics behind the wall. And I'm done with that conversation as far as I'm concerned. For respectability politics is behaving like a normal human being and a grown ass adult, actually. Because that's what people do. They act like if you want to be taken seriously, you behave in a respectful manner, and it shows that you respect yourself and you have respect for others. And I'm sorry if that's white folk shit, or if you feel like, well, I forgot, what am I talking about? We're talking about people who got this whole I do the fuck I want when the fuck I want type of attitude, and everybody else can just either adjust to it or get the fuck over it. Like, you can't tell most black folks shit.
You
So I
can't.
mean, hey.
And they're the children of society. They are. They dress like kids. How many times, ladies in the chat, right? Throw a 1 in the chat if this week, okay, today's Tuesday. Between last Tuesday and this Tuesday, how many motherfucking grown ass men have you seen dressed like toddlers? Shirt got 50 fucking colors in it. They shoes hot red. They Jordans, no earth tone colors. They just dress like 40-year-old fucking children. And the 25-year-olds ain't no goddamn better. The ones are flying. Them motherfuckers act like grown fucking toddlers. Everybody's supposed to take care of them. Everybody's supposed to make sure they're okay. I'm talking about how I feel. It's experiencing injustice. Ma'am, you don't pay for anything and you in here dressed like a 10-year-old girl. I can't. Nobody's going to take you seriously. Period. You better go back to that community, and they not taking you seriously either, especially if you got a coochie. Really? They trying to make sure you pay they shit. Go right ahead.
I'm so sick of looking at people draws. I don't know what to do, the men and the women. I'm like, that's if the women even wearing it at this point, because now you never know. You be scared as hell for the bitch to even sit down because she might not be wearing no draw. But I'm definitely tired of looking at the men draw because I'm like, damn, they will walk around. They talk so much shit about women and they pretending like that ain't the style no more. That's a whole damn lie. They walk around with their pants around their thighs and their whole asses hanging out. And I'm like, what grown ass man walks around with his ass hanging out and some skinny jeans? Because a lot of these motherfuckers wearing skinny jeans. And I'm like, what the fuck? So this is the style. Now, this how grown ass men dress. And I'm like, ain't shit thuggish about you, dude. You were wearing skinny jeans for the love of God. I'm like, see, and it's all these locks and all this shit standing up all over their head. I'm like, you look a fucking mess. I'm sorry nobody told you. Yeah,
Aaliyah.
Oh, go ahead.
I made a mention about that whole style thing with the pants quite a few lives ago. But I'll remind people who may have forgotten. Basically, it's what they did in jail. So they're just literally repeating what they did in jail, because in jail, if you have your butt out, you're basically letting people know you are willing to make a trade. You can deduce what trade they're willing to make. So I'm just saying, they got in, they got used to doing it, and now they don't know how to stop. That's what it is.
I was gonna say, well, judge me not by my appearance, but by the content of my character.
Okay.
But,
Go ahead.
But the thing is, yes, that's where them sagging their pants comes from, is jail advertising that they're open for business. But have y'all noticed that so many of these black males are taking pictures, or you just see them hanging around with their mouths open? I think it's because they're also advertising business for that too. Like, why else would you just take pictures with your mouth wide open like that? Like, you're not smiling or anything. You just have your mouth open in a circle. Why?
And a lot of them have that white fucking film on their tongue. Oh my God. I'm sure that breath would take your eyebrows off. You're supposed to clean your tongue too, but they don't know that shit. Every time one of these motherfuckers from Blackistan got their mouth open, it's a whole fucking rainbow on their tongue. They either just got finished with a watermelon fucking Fago, or they just woke their funky ass up and opened their mouth and took a picture. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Pull the fuck up. I can't, y'all. I can't.
And what the fuck is it with them and Jordans? I just thought I would never understand that. Like, that is one ugly ass fucking shoe. It always have been ugly to me, and people will pay hundreds of dollars for that ugly ass shoe. And I'm sitting up here like, I'm an adult, okay? With what I do, I'm on my feet. I'm constantly running. Give me a pair of Hoka Bondi, Hoka Clifton 9. Glycerin, Brooks glycerin.
Yes.
Give me a good firm pair of running shoes. You can always tell.
I don't know what you're doing back there, girl, but it sounds like you're building your house. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
but Aaliyah, don't you want to support black owned businesses. Don't you know Michael Jordan gets all the profits from those Jordans?
Oh, really? No, them sweatshops over there in Asia are cranking them shoes out. They don't even make them shoes over here. That's something else y'all can thank Chinese Daddy for now. The Chun Li and Mr. Lee. Yeah, you can thank all them for these Jordans y'all walking around here with on y'all feet. All y'all pro black folks too. Y'all can thank them for that as well.
Yeah, they need to thank him. Speaking of Chun Li, y'all need to stop fucking killing his daughters. Oh, ladies, they spilling out into other communities, and I told y'all to stop being jealous of the non-black women. But here's the thing: this woman wasn't dating no black man. She wasn't dating anybody. She just went to go dance, right? She was being positive. She was going to just dance. Mr. Chun Li's daughter didn't make it home. Let's go.
Other breaking story tonight, only on 11 Alive. New video showing the arrest of an accused killer weeks after police.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. I can't, y'all. I can't. I can't. It just the screen smells. It smells. I gotta get one of those electronic wipes because the nigga looks funky. This y'all sons. Ugh.
He say he attacked and killed a young woman leaving a popular music venue in downtown Atlanta. This is the photograph of 25-year-old Mitchell Dang. Her family shared it with us tonight, telling us she was one of 3 sisters. Her siblings and parents loved her dearly.
11 Alive's Cody Alcorn sat down with her family tonight after that arrest. He joins us now live from a parking garage where her body was actually found. Cody?
Yeah, this story extremely alarming and just heartbreaking. And what makes it just even more awful is the fact that Mitchell Dang's body was found in this garage behind me on the ground 4 days after it's believed she was killed. And we're literally just across the street from the Fulton County Justice Center here in downtown. Saturday, August 26th.
She was really excited for the night.
Mary Dang remembers her sister Mitchell was really looking forward to dancing the night away, even capturing her outfit for her vlog.
Was she being negative? I'm trying to see something. Was she surrounding herself with negativity, or was she just getting dressed to go dance? That's the theme of tonight. That shit doesn't work. She was in a good mood. She was ready to go dancing. She wasn't talking about black men and Blackistan. She probably don't even know what the fuck Blackistan means. And it didn't stop her from getting fucked the fuck up and her body sitting in a parking garage for 4 fucking days. 4 days. Y'all dating these niggas is making it really, really, bad on the black femicide rate. But these women not even dating them. These women are not even dating them. They are in a community where they're allowed to roam, right? In the comment section of this here video, there's a comment that says, now y'all see why segregation was forced. It wasn't about racism. It was about protecting the community. And y'all have unleashed these demons and they are unchecked. And that comment has several likes. Ladies, they see it. They see it. Like I said, the crystals don't work. Finish up.
Little did Mitchell know it would be her last dance. A family torn apart, a father trying to understand.
Awful because she just enjoy herself and night music, she just enjoy it.
Inside Alley Cat Atlanta, several DJs with hundreds of partygoers looking to escape the day and enjoy a night out in downtown.
She love Atlanta, downtown.
Mitchell's family says the 25-year-old was attacked after leaving Alley Cat while walking to her car.
She not deserve something like this.
Her body found the following Wednesday on August 30th inside this parking garage on Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
I think that's a good place to stop that. You can't make this shit up. You on Martin Luther King Boulevard, minding your business, going to dance, not dating nobody, not engaged in any intimate partner, nothing with niggas. And they still affected you. So can y'all remind me again about what not talking about this is going to do? Miss Wayne wasn't talking about it. Huh? Some of y'all's fashion influencers that y'all see that have been taken up out of here, and it's been happening for a very long time. I can think back to 2011, where what is her name? Maisha, she got taken the fuck up off of this goddamn planet. Just being positive, doing fashion, pretty girl magic, black girl magic. Oh, we just living our best lives. They weren't talking about this shit. They didn't give a fuck about none of this shit. They were just living their lives, and they still were affected by it. While you're ignoring it, it's not going to go away. So I suggest you get your shit together and leave. That's all you can do. And then don't frequent areas where they are. If you have to, don't do it by yourself. This girl had no business walking downtown Atlanta, right? I almost said something. Woo! She had no business walking by herself. Ladies, stop walking by yourself. Walk with a purpose, okay? Make sure that you get to your car. Lock the door. Make sure you keep your head on the swivel. You do not have to be positive and think the best of people, because that's when you get got. That's when you become a target. When you walk around this motherfucker giving everybody the benefit of the doubt because that's how you was raised. You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. You shouldn't, that's getting you fucked up. Period. Now, I don't know if they have any street camera views of what happened literally with this girl, but I'm sure she didn't not trust the nigga. You get what I'm saying? Was minding her business, walking back to the parking deck, and she got. Don't let black men walk behind you. Don't. If you have to stand off to the side and let them pass, let them pass. Stop engaging them in conversation, right? If you can't avoid it, say what you have to say while walking. And again, don't do it by yourself. These niggas are getting unhinged, partly because they're being coddled. Number two, that's their nature. And number three, there is no consequences for it. There is no consequences for it. Him doing that here in Georgia, I probably can guarantee you that he's probably going to get about 20 years. Okay? That girl was only 25. He's going to do less time in jail than she spent on this earth.
They also can't take rejection. They have this whole attitude. If I can't have you, then I'll just go ahead and destroy you. I'm just saying that that's what a lot of the mentality is now. That once you, like, if you tell me no, if you turn me down, then I'll just destroy you. It used to be where they would just curse you out. Now they will literally try to harm you. And I think this probably somebody was trying to talk to her or something like that. He saw her walking, and when he saw opportunity, he took it. Because for some reason, like, they try to pretend like it's not like that. But the thing is, you're not a woman walking the streets with these things. So how the fuck you gonna tell us? Like, they are not handling rejection very well at this point, because they have gotten in their minds that every woman wants them regardless of race. They feel like all women should want them at this point. And I think a lot of that entitlement is coming from this shit that they've gotten offline with these people. They have really convinced them that they're everything and that every woman should want them. And when they find one that doesn't, okay, she told me no. Oh, this bitch thinks she better than me. Oh, you don't want to give me your telephone number? Fine, then I'm just gonna destroy this bitch. And that's just what it is. Because there's no other reason I could think of. But then again, they don't need a reason. They've never needed a reason to try to eliminate people.
They tripped me out with this. We're going to investigate what the motive was and all of that shit there. Listen, when you got two people in a relationship, a black love couple, you might as well save the man hours looking for a motive, because it could have been a myriad of things. First of all, number one, they hate black women. And if he's in a relationship with her and he took her out, just start there. Go ahead, Kyra. My bad.
Oh, no. Oh, not at all. I was just going to say, the thing is, going back to what you and Aaliyah are saying, we can really lay a lot of that entitlement at these mammies' feet. Because what do you think is going to happen if you keep telling some worthless black male that he's a king, that he's fine, that he's this and he's that? And
good point. Yeah.
They've been hyping these cicadas up since they were born, no matter how worthless, no matter how ugly, no matter how stupid they are. And then basically when they run into a woman that rejects them, it's like a mind fuck with them. It's like a glitch in the matrix or something. that
It
they have to
is.
eliminate.
They take that shit as a personal affront because, like she said, and many others have said, when you reject them, who the fuck do you think you are? That's what they thinking. Who the do you know I'm a black man? Who the fuck do you think you are? I just asked you out. I just asked you for your number. You're supposed to be jumping with joy. Y'all, I got a post in MacLeod, of course, right? The mammy just went on ahead and just jumped straight to the point. All the post said was, it's important that we worship black men. That's all it said. And she was dead ass serious. I thought she was joking, but silly me. Welcome to the panel, Ebony. How are you?
I'm fine. Sorry about my lateness.
It's okay. What's going on?
First, I was going to call in and just make Kyra behave, but that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. But I'm really glad you guys are talking about the object of the mammy's desire, because there's no reason that woman. See, that's the thing. That's why I'm so frightened. I don't deal with them. I don't talk to them. But still, I can get messed up just going to my car.
Yes. That's just
okay. They're even more entitled than they used to be. That's the thing. They are more dangerous. Look, a toddler, you take his toys. Okay. You take his toys and somebody says, hey, I want that toy. No, you can't have this toy. Okay. I'm going to destroy the toy before I give it to you. That kind of mentality is what we're dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine, ladies, looking at just put yourself in a black man's shoes real quick and then put some foot fungus cream on when you get your feet out of them. Every day you wake up, it's bitches everywhere, online and in person, vying for your attention, saying that you're amazing, even though you haven't done anything. Now, black men know they haven't done anything to add to society. They know that shit. They are entitled and confused at the same time. I saw a black man tell a black woman that he had no respect for her because of what she tolerated out of him. Pull up. You let that sink in for a second. He said he didn't respect her and cheated on her because of what she put the fuck up with off of him. Your goddamn low self-esteem is making you a target. Okay. And it's making everybody else that don't fuck with black men a target as well. That's just sad. And that's why these mammies piss me off so much, because they're putting a target on our back when we don't want to fuck with them. Okay. There's no such thing as I want to say a black male incel per se, because they can get pussy off these bitches. They just can't get the pussy that they want. I hope you follow what I'm saying. Okay. The pussy that's available to them, they're not checking for that. When they are classified as incels, they can't get the Instagram model they want, or the chick they went to high school with that they thought was fine and all that shit there. There's pussy available to them. There's really no involuntarily celibate black man. They're just being choosy. And here's the deal. You made them choosy. Telling them that they was everything. The alpha and omega. The first man on the planet. The strongest man on the planet. He's gifted athletically. Oh my God, it's chocolate skin. And when somebody says, hey, I'm not checking for you, then he dropped a hammer down on her. And mammies, that's your fault. That's your fault.
And
You
guess
want to
what?
talk about thirst? Go ahead.
Easy, you
And guess
forgot
what they're
he got a
doing?
big dick too. They got the biggest dick.
Oh yes, don't get me started on that. I done put some catheters in some, and some of them is giving Vienna. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they still drive men because now it's all men are bad. All men, that's why you should not worship no man. Don't put no man on a pedestal. So what they want to do is, like Kyra always points out, is they want to send a message that all men are equally as fucked up. So there's really no reason to cut black men out of the dating pool altogether, because all men are problematic. See, that's what they're pushing. Now that's why I say you're still dry man. You're lightweight man. You're still trying to push these niggas off on black women, and you ain't slick, bitches. You ain't slick.
Look, that crystal and positivity bullshit, that's dry mammying as well, especially when you telling these women that they can turn in any situation positive. No, the fuck they can't. You trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, bitch, and that's not going to work. I don't give a fuck how much mayonnaise, onions, and boiled eggs you put in that shit, whore. It's not going to work. The situation's fucked up. Sometimes people are just fucked up, and I don't care what God, Ogun, or any goddamn body else, what kind of Egyptian sage or whatever the fuck you burning, they're fucked up. And if you want to buy that shit, go right the fuck ahead. My problem with you is you taking other bitches with you, bitch. Don't do that shit. You go into that burning building and burn the fuck up. Don't snatch these youngins with you and take them in there. Don't snatch an old bitch that don't know much in there with you. What the hell? I
That's
can't.
why I say it's the most insidious of all because they're dragging their followers along with them for the ride, and these people just ain't even paying attention to how inconsistent a lot of these stories are they're telling, or a lot of these ideologies that they're spewing out. They'll tell you one thing one week, or a couple days later, back say something completely different, or the next week say something completely different. They push whatever is hot right then on the spot. They'll go from, because one minute, I mean, hey, it's all about they just a bunch of nothing ass bitches. They this, they that, and the other. Then last I heard, African men were back on the table. And I'm like, when the hell did that happen? I mean, it's just it always, the consistency is just not there. Hate us all you want, but one thing you cannot say is that the message has ever changed or that we have ever wavered in our stance from day one. Nothing has ever changed. What good or bad, whether you liked it or not, whether you could rock with it or not, whether you voted it up, whether you voted it down, whether you whether you watched it for the view or you tried to literally do what you're doing now, which is suppress this woman's views, because you know a lot of people are fucking with the message. That's why all these Johnny come latelys are now trying to hop on our bandwagon, and that shit ain't working either. But they already know what it is, so that's why they're trying to stop it. But you cannot derail the train. The train has already left the station.
Listen, you better hope that train don't have your body in the back, ladies. I'm serious. Real talk for a second. Ladies, the murder rate isn't going down. And as the economy does what it does, it's going to go up. Y'all better look out for the next lockdown. That's on the table, okay? Y'all know when the last lockdown happened, murder went up, R-wording went up, the other thing with children went up, okay? I hate being clean up here. It's just, you better be careful. And all these ideologies, who's right, who's wrong, fuck everybody and look at what's actually happening. Tune out everybody and see what's actually happening with that community. A lot of this rhetoric is cyclical. It doesn't change over here, like Aaliyah was just saying. It doesn't change. But if you look around, they put African men on the table, they take them off the table. They take all men off the table, then they put them back on the table if you vet. The message is never consistent. In the meantime, up on on the morgue's table, up there on the slab, it's you. That woman looks like you. It looks like me. And they still won't stop this nonsense rhetoric. Tell these women the truth. Period. Okay? You better get up off of that childhood. I want a husband that looks like me, 2.5 children and a white picket fence. Well, let's dissect that for a second, shall we? If you want that, and let's say you get it, where is that job coming from? White folks. Where is that white picket fence coming from? White folks, right? Where's your kids' education coming from? White folks' school. Where's their food coming from? White folks' grocery stores. You want a black man for what exactly? Knowing that he is who he is. And there's always going to be the 2 coochie minimum. I don't give a fuck how amazing you are. Okay? And some of you ladies are amazing and you're selling yourself short, and it's just really, really fucking sad. Anybody got anything before I move on to the next story?
I had one question.
Yes.
How is the original dust always on the table? That baffles me. Like whenever you all tell me that somebody out here in these YouTube streets are saying, well, let's just go to Africa. Girl, where do you think it came from? Like what? I just don't understand that.
Y'all out
I
here.
wanted to say one more thing too.
Go ahead.
I can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the message over here has never changed. All right. Our goals have never changed. But them in the YouTube streets, their message is always changing, but their goals never change. It's basically, we want that black man, right?
Period.
And they are twisting in the wind, in the snow, whatever they can do to get the black man. Here's the thing. The black man does not want you, never wanted you. They will use you for what they can use you for. And then, baby, there's another couch, Okay, there's another Putang. There's something else out there that he wants that is not you. So if you want to see what a black man doesn't want, go to the mirror and look at it.
Look, y'all might want to stay to the end tonight because it wraps everything up perfectly. Y'all might want to stay to the end. Y'all out here down bad. Y'all working so much till y'all don't even see what's happening. Some of y'all got 2, 3, 4 fucking jobs and y'all got a Dusty in y'all house. What? How? And sometimes the Dusty doesn't even have a job. Y'all got black men in y'all house applying for food stamps behind y'all back and not even sharing the food stamps. You think I'm lying, don't you? Stay to the end of this show. Okay? Fuck with me if you want to. Let Snapple up here and let me make sure that this is Petro's real account. Hold on one second. Snapple, welcome to the panel. Petro, is this your real account?
Yes, it's me. I'm gonna change my name. I keep saying I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it again.
Okay. What's
So
going
I can
on?
remember this.
Absolutely. What you got, Snapple, before I go on to this story here with this muling that's going on that's getting y'all killed?
Hey y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm terribly late. I've been out here in these streets. But hey y'all, I missed y'all. Hey YouTube. We gotta be censored and everything, but we have fun behind the wall though. But I missed a lot, so forgive me if I repeat what somebody already said. But I'm glad y'all touched on the Jedi mind tricks that are being played around here. Trying to tell people, it's a mindset and you attract what's on your mind. Those bitches, those raggedy whores think they slick. No, they're trying to silence us. They're trying to make it that they're trying to imply that us warning black women and ringing the alarm and telling black women to be vigilant and keep their heads on a swivel is somehow us directing black women to attract the harm to them. And some of those black women that have met their unfortunate endings, they might have been on some out of sight, out of mind, not really paying attention to anything, and then they got. So I'm really happy that was addressed. And I heard some of what you all were saying. I've been in and out. It's definitely some opportunists, some grifters out here. I thought we was all supposed to be lesbians anyway. I thought we were supposed to be bumping and hunching, but so I'm so happy that y'all are touching on this. I saw an old girl with the burgundy Minnie Mouse hairdo with the adult hair slathered across her forehead too. I was hollering, but I have to get off though. I see y'all in Discord. I love y'all.
Love you too. Thanks for coming up, babe. Petro, what you got before I get on into this shit here?
Yes, I know this might be a little bit off, but it has everything to do with what Miss Snapple just said. They try to silence us and tell us that we're wrong for living a certain type of way, but just to piggyback, like I said, off of what she said, this past weekend there was an incident that happened at a university, and I'm not going to say the name of the university, where people were injured, seriously injured. It's about 45 minutes away from where I live. But long story short, they told y'all to support your HBCUs and to support your fucking communities. But they put you in these damn fucked up positions where they don't protect you, and the security is absolutely low. Not only that, but think about it. Those motherfucking mammy bitches who are so damn dick busy, right? They will invite unauthorized guests onto campus, and now they have, what they have going on. And that's exactly what happened this past weekend at this particular university that I'm not gonna say the name of. But yeah, get the fuck away as far as y'all can, y'all. It's not a game. Divested women don't ever have to date again. That is my personal choice. So I want to say that as well. You don't ever have to date again. You don't have to have a mate, okay? But at the end of the day, you're always supposed to do what's pro you and what's for you. So if you can get away, get the hell away, okay? And watch your friends. Please watch your friends. Okay, y'all didn't. Like this is not a joke. Like this is about our safety. DZ, I just want to say I love you so very, very, very much. And since I've been watching you for the past 2 years that I've been watching you, every guideline, every piece of information, advice that you've given me since I have taken it and I've taken heed to it and I've been living that, right? I haven't had any problems or any issues. So I don't know what these dumb, ditzy ass, stupid ass bitches are talking about, but I'm safe. While your ass chooses to go to the ring of fire, and that's your choice. Go ahead and do that on your own time, but don't try and drag us down with you. And that's all I
No,
got to say.
absolutely. Thank you, Petro. Nobody's trying to be a prude, right? Nobody's trying to be. When you cut off your device, everybody goes away, period. And everybody's living their life. Nobody's trying to stop your party. Why is your party black men? Why does everything you think is fun surrounds around either getting his attention or being around them? You got to check yourself on that. You need to find things that are actually fun, things that you're into. If that is what pleases you, being around toxicity, black men, and all this shit here, and then you sit up here and think your crystals and sage is gonna fix it, girl, you finna get fucked up out here. So keep it up.
And here's the thing, it's the naivete for me to sit up here and send out a dangerous message that somehow keeping your head on the swivel and protecting yourself is somehow having the opposite effect and drawing negative attention your way. When the old saying goes, if you want peace, you gotta prepare for war, meaning you're supposed to be ready at all times for any and everything. It does not matter. So if you walk through life feeling that everything is all going to be hearts and rainbows all the time, and that when you do good, good automatically comes to you, we know that's not true.
That's a
Everybody
lie.
want to run around here talking about karma and all this other stuff like karma don't play by me. God don't play by me. And it's like, girl, are y'all not paying attention to some of the most awful shit is happening to some of the best of people? That's the point that we're making. Some of the best, the people that thought that they were doing the right things, and that shit did not pay off in the end. None of it ended well. So we can't walk around here like good things only happen to good people when we know it's exactly the opposite. Some of the best people in the world have been too trusting and got fucked up simply because of that, because somebody's always looking to take advantage or to exploit. So you got to be ready for shit like that. That's why I don't even send the impression that you could play with me. This is my real personality. If you run into me in the street, the same person you get up here, depending on what venue we're in, it's the same personality. That's why I say it's a time and a place for everything. But I don't send the message, especially when it comes to these niggas, that none of y'all can play with me ever. I don't do it. That's because let you know I see you, I'm watching you, I got my eye on you, I'm never gonna turn my back on you. I don't trust you, and if you know like I know, you will stay far the fuck away from me, because you don't even want to know what I'm thinking, sir. So walk away.
Y'all gotta ask yourself with the black community, y'all, they got all these little proverbs, whether they be African or not, right? They'll say some shit like, karma's a bitch and everybody gets theirs. And then the next breath they say, wow, the good die young. So which one is it, bitch? Was it her karma that she died young? What are you talking about? Everything is like this fortune cookie bullshit just to make it seem like, well, everything happens for a reason. Then they have these horrific things happen to them and they survive it, right? And then they'll tell you, God got my back. Ma'am, that's a horrible back to have, because the shit shouldn't have happened to you in the first place. Where the fuck? Somebody dropped the ball.
And
Y'all don't have Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to say is that history and life is littered with the bodies of good people.
That part. Okay.
Yeah.
It just is what it is. Their little sayings ain't gonna help nothing. Only thing that's gonna help, ladies, I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Recognizing reality and accepting reality for what it is, right? And moving right along and moving strategically. That's the only thing that works. So you can keep playing with this not all shit. That means you're willing to gamble with your life. You might as well play Russian roulette if you're going to try that not all game, because they're terrible, and your chances of being fucked up in one way or another, whether it be physically, financially, or whatever, is extremely high when dealing with that group of folk. Okay? Why y'all out here breaking up fights? I got questions. R.I.P. to her. Let's go.
Well, we know the family's absolutely devastated, but they have so many questions too in terms of the investigation. Police are still trying to piece a lot of things together themselves, but the family has questions relating to how can something like this happen when their daughter tried to do the right thing.
She led with her.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? She was being positive and doing the right thing. She's in the dirt.
Heart. She would give you the shirt off of her back. She was always helping people.
LaDonna Kim says that's exactly what her daughter was doing when her life was stolen from her over the Labor Day weekend. Family members say 27-year-old Donna Wilbert was gunned down at Hollywood Coney Island on Detroit's west side early Sunday morning, not long after she tried to break up a fight.
We had to even tell her, like, you can't pull over in your car when you by yourself because you see somebody on the road and they need help because it's dangerous out there. But
was her mother being negative when she said that to her daughter? When she told her daughter, you can't help everybody? Was she being a negative, extreme bitch when she did that? This woman is in no way divested. She got an ape standing right next to her. Pull up. None of that shit works. It does not work. The only thing that works is putting yourself first. And the very first thing as a Black woman you got to do to put yourself first is remove these people out of your life. Point blank the fuck period. 2 people were in that hot dog place having a fight. Miss Love and Light, Miss I do the right thing and will give you the shirt off my back, went to break it up. She's no longer with us. So be positive all you want to. Be kind all you want to. All of that has a time and a place, ladies. But when your place is Blackistan, there's never a time for that type of nonsense. Because that's what it is. It's nonsense. Try it if you want to. Okay? And your mama gonna be looking like this. The news gonna be in her face. And she gonna be looking at the ground wondering where the fuck did I go wrong? You didn't tell your baby the truth. You told her a half truth. And that's what your content creators are out here doing, telling you half truths. And y'all, I'm not thirsty for content. I cannot get to all of these stories at once. I can't. Y'all are dying. I'm not even going to play this other one. This one is a 6-month-old. She got shot. You thought you had to be a grown twerking ass Black woman to get shot? Oh, you could be 6 months old in a pamper, not fucking with nobody, and you get shot. Do y'all know what it looks like when somebody gets shot? The shit it's horrifying. A 6-month-old can't walk, can't talk, shot like her name is goddamn 50 Cent or some fucking body. Love and light though. Good vibes only. Anybody got anything? Because I'm over it.
I want to say this too. What these bitches got to understand also, when you hit the end button, for me and a lot of us, it ends here. We don't take this shit up out of here. I'm going to sleep and I sleep well, okay? I sleep very well. Why? Because I have to go to work in the morning. I need my concentration. See, the thing is, you sit up here and run your mouth. You sit behind a microphone or behind a camera. If I go to work and I'm not focused, people die. People lose their lives. So I don't take this shit around with me all day, every day. Meanwhile, y'all sit up here talking shit about us when ain't nobody over here thinking about you. That's the difference.
Those of y'all that made it to the end, congratulations, because I got some shit to show y'all. And I don't want to talk over anybody. Does anybody have anything before I show this? Because y'all real lives are really fucked up. Go ahead.
I was just going to... I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carla.
Well, Aaliyah, I beg to differ. You see, I'm going to confirm for some of our haters, I am just as rough and ready out in the real world as I am on this panel. I go up.
See, Kyra got a lot of y'all fooled, but Kyra is a savage. She that quiet killer that you don't see coming. That's the thing with Kyra. So y'all can keep letting Kyra play in y'all face if y'all want to. But
yeah,
okay.
Kyra is real studious. She's very observant. Okay, don't much get past her. I got somebody in the back. If y'all don't mind, let me see what's going on. Tony with an I. Tony Black. Are you dusty? Because I got shit to do.
No, ma'am, I'm not. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Lazy. How about? I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Is it okay if I say anything? I don't want to interrupt.
Are you dusty?
No, ma'am, I'm not. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, but you have an echo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'll be able to fix that, but is it still there?
Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Okay. So all I really just wanted to say was I find it funny how it's considered negative energy when Black women are the victims, but we made it known to the whole world how victimized Black men were, and it wasn't negative energy at that point.
That's
So
true.
I need mammies to be so fucking for real when you want to sit there and say, oh, it's bad energy, it's negative energy, it's low vibrations to talk about Black women dying because of who's responsible.
Exactly.
I need you to be so fucking for real.
They're hypocrites.
That's absolute BS. And I just felt like that just needed to be said. I'm going to drop down because I know it's almost over, but thanks for having me up. Bye.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I still got free your mind in the back. See, free your mind, that's how you do that. You get to the point, right? You don't lie. You don't skirt around the topic. Because guess what? God damn it, real life is real. That's what it is. Okay. Now, ladies, no amount of rocks, no amount of crystals, no amount of manifestation, no amount of meditation, tarot cards, all that shit, incense burning, sage burning, all that goofy shit that you like to do. And I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm saying don't do it thinking that you're going to make your situation in Blackistan any better. Take your goddamn incense, all your shit, and just go and create positive vibes there. Read people there. You don't need to be reading Blackistan. They've been read for filth, right? The whole world knows who Blackistan is. And again, in my famous saying, dust is global. All right. I want to take a peek behind one of y'all's front doors in your living room. What y'all doing? What's this?
Her husband was getting food stamps behind her back.
I'm out here. I've been struggling with me. And baby, I've been doing everything. Working 2 jobs for him to do this. Oh, get this shit on me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. What the fuck you been doing? You come in here with the shooters? No, I don't give a. I just got off. Yes, get off the phone. I just got off from job number 2. I have to fucking do. Matt, don't tell me a thing. That bullshit today, bro. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing. Because I just got off and this bitch just emailed me. You're supposed to be the person that's for me. You ain't for me. You've been getting food stamps this whole time. I've been struggling, working 2 jobs. Told y'all been getting food. Who the office did? My worker that's been denying me for the last 6 months. You tell me we're gonna be all right. We're gonna work through it. But are we? No. No wonder why you not hungry. You're never hungry. You're never eating when we struggling. Listen, you just snapping. I don't know what the I'm going to. What you mean? What do you mean? I don't give a. She needs to hear this. She needs to know what the. Listen, look at this shit. That's who the. She sent that through email and I printed it off. Yes. No. You've been the one receiving it. What does it say at the bottom? What does it say at the bottom? What does it say at the bottom? Don't walk the fuck away. Don't walk away. I hope you want. I want you to know that I'm telling your mother about this. Cause you're there. I'm going to tell your mom about this. I'm gonna tell your mom about this. I am. I'm gonna take it. Thank you for throwing the paper. Thanks for being a gentleman. But you're supposed to be a man. You get mad when I tell you things. I'm not putting the camera down because I want your mother to see this. She always making it like, cause you always trying to play that other. So yeah, she told me you play both sides. Yeah, hey, yeah. I wonder where you're putting the shit at. Me. What you mean, put where? And you always going by your mom. I would be surprised or shocked if you putting it over there.
So you really think that I'm getting food stamps and not I want to feed you on my door?
They denied me. They had your name on there, Matthew Kenner. Matthew Kenner is on the paper. You seen it. You saw it.
You is sleeping right now.
Why the would you say that? This is what you've done. And this make you more of a man? You tell me be quiet for my daughter, but you taking out of her, you making her mother work 2 jobs like this.
I'm not making you do shit. We have to pay these bills.
Who the is we? I pay every bill in this. What? Who the is we? I'm going to keep.
Yeah, that part. Ladies, while she's talking about the food stamps, he went to the refrigerator. The disrespect is real. Excuse me, That very situation is what y'all friend Tyler Perry said that should be happening, right? That looks like somebody that's taking these bitches' advice. Build him up. That nigga said we got to pay the bill. She's paying everything and getting 2 jobs, and he getting food stamps and won't even give the bitch a bowl of cereal. Y'all gonna keep fucking around, and you gonna keep fucking finding out. It is what it is. You can't make this shit up. Food stamps while you working 2 jobs. Love and light. Make sure you stay positive. I'm headed to Discord to be positive again and have a taco afterwards. Pull up. Good night, ladies.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Food stamps. Jesus. Zaddy done fed the man in the Adidas suit.